Hezbollah is a Shiite Muslim ideological group and assailant bunch situated in Lebanon, where its broad security contraption, political association, and social administration's network have encouraged its standing as a state inside a state. Established in the bedlam of the 15-year Lebanese nationwide conflict, the Iran-upheld bunch is driven by its resistance to Israel and its protection from Western impact in the Center East. With its set of experiences of doing worldwide psychological oppressor assaults, portions of Hezbollah, and at times the whole association, have been assigned as a fearmonger bunch by the U.S. and numerous different nations. As of late, well-established unions with Iran and Syria have changed Hezbollah into an undeniably viable military power, one that specialists say would represent an imposing test in case of new battling against its long-term foe, Israel. Simultaneously, nonetheless, Hezbollah authorities and different forerunners in Lebanon are confronting public discontent as the country comes close to disappointment, and Hezbollah's political power could shrivel. Hezbollah arose during Lebanon's 15-year nationwide conflict, what broke out in 1975, while long stewing discontent over the enormous, furnished Palestinian presence in the nation arrived at a limit. Different Lebanese partisan networks stood firm on various footings on the idea of the Palestinian test. Under a 1943 political arrangement, political power is split between Lebanon's prevalent strict gathering. A Sunni Muslim fills in as state leader, a Maronite Christian as president, and a Shiite Muslim as the Speaker of Parliament. Strains between these gatherings developed into nationwide conflict, as a few elements upset the fragile equilibrium. The Sunni populace had developed with the appearance of Palestinian outcasts in Lebanon, while Shiites felt progressively underestimated by the decision Christian minority. In the midst of the infighting, Israeli powers attacked southern Lebanon in 1978 and again in 1982 to oust Palestinian guerrilla contenders that involved the district as their base to go after Israel. A gathering of Shiites impacted by the religious government in Iran, the locale's significant Shiite government, which came to control in 1979, waged war against the Israeli occupation. Seeing a valuable chance to extend its impact in Middle Easterner states, Iran and its Islamic Progressive Gatekeeper Corps, IRGC, gave assets and preparing to the maturing local army, which embraced the name Hezbollah, signifying the Party of God. It procured a standing for radical hostility because of its continuous conflicts with rival Shiite volunteer armies like the Amal Development, and assaults on unfamiliar targets, including the 1983 self-destruction bombarding of military enclosure lodging. U.S. furthermore, French soldiers in Beirut, in which multiple hundred individuals passed on. Hezbollah turned into a crucial resource for Iran, spanning Shiite Bedouin Persian partitions, as Tehran laid out intermediaries all through the Center East. Hezbollah charges itself as a Shiite opposition development, and it revered philosophy in a 1985 declaration promised to oust Western powers from Lebanon, required the obliteration of the Israeli state, and vowed devotion to Iran's preeminent chief. It additionally supported an Iran-propelled Islamist system, however underscored that the Lebanese public ought to have the opportunity of self-assurance. Hezbollah is driven by Hassan Nasrallah, who took over as Secretary General in 1992 after Israel killed the gathering's prime supporter and past pioneer, Abbas al-Musawi. Nasrallah administers the 7-part Shura Committee and its 5 sub-councils: the political get-together, the jihad gathering, the parliamentary gathering, the leader get-together, and the legal gathering. The U.S. State Division appraises that Hezbollah has a huge number of individuals and different allies around the world.